Here we are, spawning in the bottom right from Born Gosu in purple. Our Terran player, it is Caesar. And his opponent in the top left in pink, another Terran from Validity Gaming, it is Jigglypuff. Alright, so a mirror match where both players pick colors that are directly next to each other in the color spectrum. Kind of the rudest possible thing you can do. Thanks, guys. Really. No cheese this time. I'm not going to see a proxy 2 racks and TVT that ends up working somehow. Both players are choosing to scout with their opening SCVs. Just want to make sure nothing's really silly happening. They're going to pass each other. Say, hey, what's up? Tag. You're it. And go across the map. So Caesar in that TVT he played earlier, really strong opening push with just 2 Cyclones, some Marines, and his initial Reaper. It ended up winning him the game because his opponent was not prepared for it. His opening Reaper for Caesar in that game got a ton of work done. Actually, SCV gets surrounded there. Caesar does. So I'm curious if he's going to hide, if he wanted to hide something. If nothing else, that probably says to Jigglypuff, hey, what? Why did you bother surrounding an SCV if you weren't doing something silly? That said, nothing new has really come out here from Caesar. He's going to make a factory. His Reaper's going to be on the map. Same time, the Reaper did just come out for Jigglypuff as well. Trying to run into that. Where did he use Reaper? He left his Reaper at home this time. So Caesar leaves his Reaper at home this time. He's going to go across the map and try and cancel any of the production, like he did in that game on Darkness Sanctuary. Reaper getting in here. Going to get one FCV kill at least. But Reaper's going to be fighting each other now, and really can't do anything about that. Factory going to swap over to this reactor here. No surprise. Happening on both sides of the map, in fact. Cyclone in production for both of our players. Waiting for that second Cyclone to pop out. There we go. Second Cyclone in production for both the players as well. So absolutely mirrored builds here. Caesar choosing just leaving this Reaper at home. Feeling comfortable enough. Doesn't really care about scouting. So he has essentially no vision. I mean, his initial SCV got in, was able to see a little bit. Reaper going to walk out here again, see what he can get anything done. But the other Reaper is there. Can't do anything. Actually, Jigglypuff is sending his first Cyclone across the map, which could be scary for him because there's going to be an equal number of Cyclones or more on this side of the map. I mean, he is sending everything. He's sending a couple SCVs as well. Caesar isn't sitting at home. And if he runs directly into the Cyclone, okay, there he goes. He does pull that back at least, so he will be okay. So the only difference right now is this Reaper, but we do have the 2 SCVs here as well. They're going to sit here repair, and that should be enough to keep that alive, and it does. 1 Cyclone, 2 Cyclone do go down. Okay, he does keep this one alive. Almost loses it. Another Cyclone going to pop in here for Jigglypuff. Actually, it was on move command, so it's going to end up dying. Cyclone counts should be even. Actually, Cyclone production did stop actually for Caesar. He went into some Widow Mines actually. He's got a Marine in a couple of spots here out on the map. But 2 Cyclones lost for both players, 1 Reaper lost for both players as well. Cyclone's just hanging out in the middle of the map, taking some damage. No real need for that. No additional production just yet from Jigglypuff. We do see the Starport has finished for Caesar, going into a couple of extra barracks. We have a small push coming here, but there is a Widow Mine. I'm not sure if a Widow Mine actually kills, but it does apparently kill a Cyclone. But there's two Cyclones here now for Caesar. He's going to try and bunch us up and see if he can kill that off, but he just shoos it away. And Jigglypuff is just slowly trickling Cyclones across the map. I'm not sure how well it's going to work for him in the future. Nothing being made out of this starport just yet for Caesar. He's about to be down in the Cyclone count here in just a second. And again, we have SCVs here with this push for Jigglypuff. And it's doing really, really well. He's going to lose. He doesn't lose that Cyclone just yet, but he's about to. Does lose it. Now we just have 2 Cyclones on the loose. The SCVs are just making the day here. Just if Caesar attacks with his SCVs or even just repairs with a couple of them, he'll be fine as well. Most of this damage just went down onto the command center, so not a lot of work actually done here. Would actually be good if Caesar would maybe just go for the SCVs and kill us off so we can stop doing this. But now we do have, again, just the equal or slightly greater number of Cyclones in favor of Jigglypuff pretty much this entire game. +1 attack on the way for Caesar for his Bioforces. Stem hasn't started just yet. He's moving his production facilities around on add-ons. Going to go into tank production, medevac production as well. Still no tech path actually chosen by Jigglypuff, but we do see another barracks coming down, so this should end up going into Bio versus Bio. It's just a Cyclone opener for both of our players here. 4 Cyclones going to be the deal? 4 or 5 Cyclones? Going to try and get on top of this. They do kill off one of the Cyclones. Bioforce here going to help this out. 2 Cyclones do go down, but there's still 3 Cyclones left. And at this point, I think you just have to pull SCVs to help. He's just slowly but surely losing his entire force over and over and over. But, I mean, both players are. Both players are losing everything they have each time. Okay, we do see SCVs pull up the line finally. They do get surrounded on that Cyclone. Will take it out. Of course, Marauders can't shoot up, so the Viking will pick up, lift off, and go back across the map. More barracks in production here for Jigglypuff, but at this point, Caesar's production is just quite a bit superior. Worker count is relatively even. Army count is vastly in favor of Caesar right now. Jigglypuff, I mean, he did some damage, but he lost his entire army every single time he went in. If he retains that army and just kind of bulks it up over and over and over, he's probably in a better position. He does have a Raven coming in that's not going to be spotted. He's going to throw down a couple of auto turrets, get on out. Should actually get a good number of kills. Just the one. Kills 2, 3 SCVs, probably 4. That does get taken out though. It's a nice little bit of a harass. Cheeky and annoying. Well done. Caesar is moving out on the map. Wants to do some bit of damage here. I mean, he's been the one under attack pretty much this entire game. Hasn't really been able to do much about it. But he's finally getting across the map a little bit here. Jigglypuff is taking a 3rd command center. You're looking at the army supply. We have 48 to 31 here. Looking at the unit counts themselves. 3 tanks for Caesar. Only the 1 right now for Jigglypuff. Huge pickup here for Caesar. And, ooh, turrets, however. Turrets are a good unit. Gonna be just fine there, is Jigglypuff. Caesar's going to pick up and think about something else to do here. Tank's gonna try to siege up, but they are in range of 1 tank already. But the Bioforce here is just, it looks like it's just too much. A lot of the army for Jigglypuff is in the air. 1 tank does survive. A couple of Vikings land, but now the army is gone. He's got 7 Marines production right now, but there's nothing right now to help currently. 3 tanks on this side of the map here for Caesar. He's lost almost the entirety of his Bioforce, at least. But he is still in a pretty decent position. SCV's gonna get pulled off the line. Those tanks did unsiege, so they're gonna be able to get on top of this. The tanks are still sieged up, actually. So they're gonna take quite a bit of damage, but they do kind of push that away. A little bit of a Bioforce does stem forward here, but they're gonna get taken out. Medevac support is just too much. 14 SCVs have died as well. And if Caesar just sieges these tanks again, he should be in an almost unbreakable position. We do have 2 Liberators in production here for Jigglypuff. Once those come out, he should be relatively safe from all of this. He does lift this command center, however. There's a tank on the high ground. Units get lifted by Caesar, trying to get on top of the tank. He does just that. Really well done there by our born Gosu Terran player. And he is just pushing this advantage, and I'm not sure what all there's left for Caesar to do. And right now, looking at his vision, he's just kind of staring at the screen, looking at where he is getting killed, waiting for the Liberators to come out. He doesn't really know what to do at this point. He can't do anything. One last tank does get killed off. Liberators do put down the Liberation Zones, and he should be able to push us away now. But he has taken so much damage. There's bio in the main still. There's so little that does remain, but it's doing so much work here. Those Marauders are just not dying. There we go. Finally die, but 14 workers go down. We are 48 to 24 workers. Caesar does not know about this base at all. He hasn't checked over there, so he doesn't know that it's there necessarily. And it's a planetary. So that's going to be rough to actually break. Meanwhile, Caesar has taken his third base. He is turning that into an orbital. His worker count 50 to 27 right now. Quite a bit in favor. Liberator going to try and get out on the map and do some bit of damage here. He does get scouted. All of these Marines walking across the map going to see it. At the same time, another large push in by Caesar, but he may be extending just a little bit too much. Liberator sieging up here in the mineral line of the third of Caesar. Going to get quite a bit of kills. No worker pull just yet. He's probably a little bit worried about his main army not dying at the moment. 6 workers do go down. Marines will be here to help push us away finally. That is an annoying little Liberator for sure. So we are going to stabilize just a little bit. Turret and the Natural will clean up that Liberator finally. Actually, another Liberator just walking over across the map. Why not? Gonna get a few more working kills here for Jigglypuff. And as I was saying earlier in this series, the crisis management skills of players are such a big deal at this point. Despite Caesar being in obviously a better position than his opponent, you have to be able to deal with what's happening currently and not just get so flustered that you end up throwing a game away. Caesar has stabilized at this point, and looks like he's going to walk across the map again and see what all he can get done. There isn't a whole lot on the other side of the map here for Jigglypuff. He's been remaking his SCV count for the most part. Army supply 81 to 45 in favor of Caesar. There are a few Vikings here. We have 4 for Caesar, so he's going to be able to at least counter those Liberators a little bit this time. We see a big stem forward here. Big stem forward here by Caesar. He's going to push on top of all the bile. Some tanks in the back shelling away as well. And there is not an answer right now for all of this bile that is here. Yeah, there's a Liberator on this side, but it's going to do a lot. More and more tanks walking across the map. Caesar in a great position. Liberator sieging up, but Vikings going to get right on top of that. Take that out just fine. Jigglypuff is doing a really nice job of cleaning up some of the reinforcements that are walking across the map, so that's really nice. In fact, he's repairing this planetary. The planetary is up to 12 kills, and it's not going to die. And this is one of those things that I was talking about. This is something that could kind of swing the game back into the favor of Jigglypuff. This planetary fortress has 17 kills. Caesar lost way too much to all of that. His medevacs are out of energy completely. His bio is quite a bit hurt. The missiles go down on the Vikings, but not a lot gets done with that. Raven does die as well. The Bile Force should probably be cleaned up here. There is one more tank left behind, but Bile's going to stem forward, take that out, and now Caesar's going to have to warm back home. He needs to stop losing Vikings, stop losing anything for free right now, because that's what he's doing. He's just bleeding units. Jigglypuff has taken another base, kind of hidden in the middle of nowhere on this map. We do have a 4th on the way here for Caesar as well. And again, Caesar just needs to stabilize and get himself back into a powerful position. But as it stands, Jigglypuff, with this hero planetary fortress getting 17 kills, is back into this game. He was in a really, really rough spot. But most of Caesar's army died to a planetary fortress, to a stationary unit. So at this point, Oh, Caesar found this. I'm not sure if he scanned it. I didn't see if he scanned it or if it's just sitting in some other, but it looks like he just scanned it, so he knows it's there. He's gonna send some units over there to try to take it out. Jigglypuff as well realizes that his opponent knows what that is gonna set some units across, try and save his life, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Especially if he just cancels the building SCV. Should be fine, but that should get canceled. It does get canceled. No fourth base for you just yet. Love the unit spread by Jigglypuff. Despite everything that's going on, he's making sure he sees all the attack paths. He doesn't want to get shocked by anything happening. Neither player really has any tanks. There's one tank for Jigglypuff, somewhere back on the side of the map there. It's a lot of bio here. Looking at upgrades, we are even on upgrades, 2-2 for both players. We do have +2 for the mech army for Jigglypuff, but that's not going to be apparent right now. This is a lot of bio here. Forces are just kind of fighting each other off. It looks like Jigglypuff's going to clean this up, but enough Marauders coming from behind and clean that up. So despite the even upgrades, that engagement began, and Jigglypuff's army was kind of split up. That is so many medevacs here for Caesar. Ton of medevacs. It's looking like most of the medevacs got killed, yeah. Only one medevac remains here for Jigglypuff, so 3-3 has finished, or is in production, hasn't finished. It's in production here. Jigglypuff going to try and do a bit of a drop play, see if he can make that work. Get some sort of damage done to his opponent. There is a Widow Mine in the direction that he is flying that medevac to see if that actually does anything. Just keep an eye on that in the corner. Same time, so he's just pushing at this base. It's the lifted main command center. Widow Mine did go off. It doesn't kill that medevac just yet, so the drop does get down in the main base of Caesar, but at the same time, he is pushing through and trying to take out the main army of Jigglypuff. The drop in the main base doing a lot of work, a lot of units killed there. But the medevac does go down to a turret. Reinforcements will eventually clean this up as well. Caesar just pushing forward as best as he can. 133 supply to 49. Looking like Jigglypuff might be on his last legs once again, but we have seen this once already in this game. So we'll see if Jigglypuff's able to actually do anything with this, but SCV's pulled, and there we go, GG, he will tap out. And Born Gosu, with the victory there, will take this series 4-2. So congrats to them. Congrats to Caesar with a 3-0 in this all-kill series. Being the MVP for his team there. Taking out 3 guys in a row. 2 TVTs, 1 TVP. Selcraig got 2 kills for Validity, but just not quite enough. That was a heck of a game. I think Caesar's going to look at that replay and be like, why did this take so long? I was so far ahead. Then he's going to see the Planetary with 17 kills and be like, oh, that's probably why. That's probably what happened there. So congrats to Born Gosu. They're going to take this matchup here for, this is the third week of the second season of Validity Team League. And I think this is going to put Born Gosu at 2-1 maybe? Maybe just 1-2. I don't really know what Validity's record is. I should have checked that beforehand, but why would I do that? Anyway, congrats to them, and congrats to all the players who played, won, lost, whatever you have to do. It's just a pleasure to be able to watch it.